Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. Well, we're well into May now, so I think it's time to have a look at my potatoes and my potato experiment. So here we go. This is what the potatoes look like now. And all but one set of potatoes are in these 30-litre tubs. And just to sort of quickly recap, what I have done is for each type of potato, I have split them across 2 or 3 tubs and used different fertilisers in the tubs just to see if that affects the yield of potatoes that I get. So at the back here, we have estima. These are second earlies, and I've got 3 pots of estima. And yeah, they're all coming up and doing fine. On the right hand side, this pot here, just an ordinary compost with an organic potato fertiliser added, so it was sort of mixed through the different layers all the way to the top of the pot. In the middle one here we have the same compost as the last one, but chopped up comfrey plant as the fertiliser. And on the left hand side, this one just has the compost but didn't have any additional fertiliser. Now it's maybe a bit hard to see now, but right from the start, the middle one, the comfrey one, has been ahead. So it was first to come through, to break through the soil. More of the plant broke through the soil than the other 2. And all along it has had more foliage than the other 2. Now that doesn't necessarily mean to say that I'm going to get more potatoes in there, because of course the foliage's growth is affected by different nutrients to the actual tubers themselves or the roots. So that does, it might even mean the opposite actually. But for now, the comfrey pot seems to be doing the best, followed by the organic potato fertiliser pot. And lastly, but still doing okay, the pot that I didn't have any fertiliser in. So that's the estimas, they're growing well. Then we have rocket. We've got rocket potatoes in here, and I've got 2 pots of rocket. I think 2 pots of rocket. Tries to read. Yes. So we've got potato fertiliser in one, comfrey in the other. And I think again the comfrey one came through first, but in this instance I think, just looking at it, it's very close, but I think the potato fertiliser greenery might be looking just ahead, but there's practically nothing in it. Then we have Charlotte, and with the Charlotte potatoes I have, what did I do with Charlotte? Yeah, with Charlotte there's spent compost and potato fertiliser. Oh, there's some weeds in there. Oh, and weeds in there too. Ah well, spent compost, there you go. That's what I'm guessing. I'm getting some weeds through it. So yeah, spent compost, getting a few weeds. With potato fertiliser, I'm certainly getting some plants, but yeah, it's not as good as the other pots anyway at the moment. And the other Charlotte this is a specialist compost that's meant to be good for growing potatoes, so I didn't add any additional fertiliser, I just used this specialist compost, and it's looking good. It's looking good, better than the spent compost and the potato fertiliser. So yep, the specialist compost is doing well, but that probably could have something to do with the fact that the spent compost has obviously got other bits and pieces growing in it, so I'll need to see if I can clean that out a little bit. Then we have more estima, and again this is the spent compost versus specialist compost comparison in these pots, and I think the specialist compost doing best, then followed by the spent compost and the potato fertiliser. This is a tomato plant, let's move that out of the way. This is just a little pot that I had a couple of spare estimas in, and this is a specialist compost that it's in, so that's looking mighty fine. And then the last potatoes I'm growing are the pink fir apples, and with the pink fir apples I am doing potato fertiliser in this one, and in this one it is blood, fish and bone. And it's noticeable that there's nothing happening in this pot yet, whereas the potato fertiliser pot, it is growing okay. So a variety of things to compare and contrast. Quite exciting really, and I'm quite happy with the progress that the potatoes are making. So I think that is us for now. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you've found that interesting and enjoyable. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll keep you posted as to the progress, and talk to you again soon. Bye bye for now.